Howdy, y'all. It's back at it again. Welcome, everybody. Yesterday specifically, some stuff went down, and we are going to discuss it because that is what we do here. All right, so Hillary Clinton. That's a name you might have not heard in a while. She's recently been back in the news, back in the media, back in the spotlight. She went on The View recently with her sister, Chelsea Clinton. She's been doing all these media appearances. She's been speaking a lot. I'm sure you've seen at least one headline. And if there is one headline you've seen, it was probably yesterday. It was trending all over Twitter. The internet was going crazy. Well, specifically Twitter. And it's because of, let me switch over to my other screen. Okay, so here's what happens. So Hillary Clinton was on a podcast with a guy named David Plouffe, who happened to be Obama's campaign manager during the 2008 election season. So it looks like they talked about the 2020 Democratic race, and Clinton goes on to talk about a very interesting thing that kind of sparked all this stuff, and it includes Tulsi Gabbard. And basically, Clinton said that Trump is going to try and groom, maybe the Russians even are going to try to groom a third-party candidate. And my phone just let me turn off my notifications. So Hillary Clinton didn't say specifically Tulsi Gabbard, but I think everyone knew it was Tulsi Gabbard that she was referring to, especially after this line right here, where Clinton says she is a favorite of the Russians. They have a bunch of sites and bots and other ways of supporting her so far. And then she goes on to claim that Jill Stein is also a Russian asset. And so basically, Hillary Clinton has this conspiracy theory that Russia and the Republican Party are setting up a Democrat to run third party, and it's apparently going to be Tulsi Gabbard. So Tulsi Gabbard caught wind of this, and yeah, look at me preparing everything, right? Okay, so she responded by saying directly to Hillary Clinton, saying, "Great, thank you, Hillary Clinton. You, the queen of warmongers, embodiment of corruption, and personification of the rot that has sickened the Democratic Party for so long, have finally come out from behind the curtain. From the day I announced my candidacy, there has been a concentrated, something like that, campaign to destroy my reputation. We wondered who was behind it and why. Now we know. It was always you, through your proxies and powerful allies in the corporate media and war machine, afraid of the threat I pose. It's now clear that this primary is between you and me. Don't cowardly hide behind your proxies. Join the race directly." So wow, right? This was very direct towards Hillary Clinton by Tulsi Gabbard, and it caught a lot of attention on Twitter. As I said, this got over 260,000 likes and almost 75,000 retweets, which is crazy. This kind of went viral, and I believe Tulsi Gabbard and Hillary Clinton, that whole stuff, along with Jill Stein, that was all trending at #1. And yeah, Tulsi Gabbard caught a lot of flack over this because, I mean, if you're a Democratic nominee, you know, it's not really a thing to go after the previous Democratic nominee, aka Hillary Clinton. And plus, Tulsi said all these things about corruption and being a warmonger and being sickening. And, you know, yeah, Tulsi Gabbard just threw this all out. And I feel like it was a very brave thing to do. It shows that Tulsi Gabbard may be the most fearless, I want to say fearless candidate in the 2020 race right now. like from boycotting to from the boycott recently, or threatening to boycott, to when she stepped down from the DNC when they treated Bernie badly. She stepped down from the DNC in 2016 and backed Bernie instead of Hillary, to now this. Yeah, Tulsi is very fearless. And people sounded off in the news, headlines, tweets, for instance. Like this one guy called Eugene said, or one guy named Eugene claimed that a lot of alt-right white supremacists were behind Tulsi. And then, yeah, he's very, I don't know. I just don't think that Tulsi is like some Russian asset. I mean, she served in the U.S. military for like 16 years, I think it was, something like that. Like at least over a decade. And there were other comments, actually talking about the Clinton corruption, and then this person replied saying all the corruption was based on the book called Clinton Cash, which I never heard of the book, and I kind of know about the corruption, as I did follow the 2016 race closely as well. And yeah, a lot of people sounded off on this tweet. A lot of people. If I can actually check, over 50,000 people in the main tweet of the thread, of the 3-tweet thread, all had something to say. And while this wasn't a reply to Tulsi Gabbard, we did have someone I think we're all familiar with, our boy Andrew Yang. So Andrew Yang decides not to dogpile on all the Tulsi Gabbard hate, as a lot of people have been doing. I mean, I think even, oh wait, no, that wasn't on the Tulsi tweet. But let's read Yang's tweet. Tulsi Gabbard deserves much more respect and thanks than this. She literally just got back from serving our country abroad. And this is true. Tulsi Gabbard had to take time off the trail to actually serve some more time for the country. I believe it was in the military specifically. And yeah, this got a lot more attention, retweets, and likes than the average Yang tweet. So yeah, this is a very hot topic still, for sure. And yeah, I applaud Andrew Yang because it really shows that he has integrity, because Tulsi Gabbard is his friend. And they have pictures together. They're good friends on the trail. A lot of Yang Gang actually want Tulsi Gabbard to be Yang's vice president. That is, of course, if he gets the Democratic nomination. And yeah, it's just good to see Andrew Yang defending his friends, despite all the flack and hate coming towards Tulsi Gabbard's way right now. And of course, because a lot of people ended up choosing Hillary Clinton's side over Tulsi Gabbard's side, Yang got a couple nasty replies. One guy saying, "You just ended your campaign, Andrew. Hate to see it." And I don't think he did. I think he's just being, Yang is just being Yang. I'm not like, he's not one to just backstab a friend and just forget about all the history. And, you know, it wouldn't be a Yang thing to suddenly flip-flop and now be on the hate Tulsi bandwagon, like hate Tulsi Russia bandwagon thing. So some person said, "It's good people finally seeing your true colors." So some person says, "Second bad look for you in a week, buddy." So this was over the at the fourth debates where Andrew Yang said, I think any candidate ever on a debate stage, he publicly said live that America has meddled in elections before, which is true. This is true. There's actually an article by NPR that talks all about America's involvement in other U.S. elections, or not U.S. elections, but other elections over the world. So, I mean, what Andrew Yang is saying is true, and I will link the article by NPR in the description. Some veterans are not behind Tulsi. Yep. the woman that played that one lady from Drake and Josh. This is so big that even it caught her attention, and she said, "Nope, this ain't it. This ain't it, Andrew." So yeah, that's great. Some guy named Greg. Oh, apparently he's written about Trump Russia. If you're not going to keep track of the threats to our country, please drop out. Okay. Then it looks like he links a tweet talking about Tulsi being a child of a science of identity cult. Again, these are very strong claims to make against Tulsi. So yeah, a lot of people not liking. Oh wait, I just saw a tweet that I really like. Yang and Tulsi are Russian assets. Yeah. Like, is Yang now a Russian asset for defending Tulsi? Is everyone that you don't like a Russian asset? You know what I'm saying? My personal thoughts. I think Andrew Yang did the right thing, like, because for Hillary Clinton to make such a claim without backing up anything, no evidence whatsoever, it's just straight up smearing, to be honest. Kind of disgusting by Hillary Clinton, but then again, it is Hillary Clinton. I think Andrew Yang is in the right here. I think Tulsi Gabbard, although she is going to get so much hate going forward, I think she's in the right as well. It's interesting to see what's going to happen going forward. Could the DNC start trying to undermine Tulsi Gabbard's campaign even harder this time, or like going forward? Is the DNC now going to do everything they can to make sure that Tulsi Gabbard does not get the nominate, or does not become the Democratic nominee? Because if she's a nominee, I feel like at this point the DNC would straight up just drop her or something. Like, especially everything that Tulsi Gabbard has done so far. She's brave and very fearless, but like, I see this having serious repercussions, to be honest. But I still think she did the right thing, despite what happens going forward. And like I said with Andrew Yang, again, I think he did the right thing, despite the hate going forward. You know, he backed up a friend that's been getting some heat lately, and I think it really proves his integrity. And that's another reason why it's pretty awesome that Yang isn't your average politician, barely even a politician, besides the fact that he's running for office. That's the only thing that makes him a politician. Because other politicians kind of trade their integrity for being on the right side. Stuff like that. So yeah, this is the situation so far on this whole Hillary Clinton versus Tulsi Gabbard thing. Has Tulsi tweeted anything else? Oh, she's retweeted a bunch of people supporting her. That's good. So yeah, she's literally serves for our country. It would be so weird if she was a Russian asset. And Marianne Williamson. Oh, Marianne Williamson is supporting her now. Whoa, we have another Russian asset. No, it doesn't work like that. You know what? I respect Marianne for saying that. I didn't even see that tweet until now. I respect that. Because Marianne Williamson is actually the only other outsider, I believe, besides Andrew Yang, to be in this race. Like a political outsider, is what I'm saying. So yeah, that's a scoop on the whole Tulsi Gabbard thing and Andrew Yang's response. As far as I know, Hillary Clinton has not responded to this. I think she directly just kind of ignored it and went on to talk about being a little girl and writing to NASA. And yeah, she just completely ignored it because I question if she even has any evidence, or maybe she's just saying what she's being fed by the elites in the establishment. Who knows? It would be a very Hillary Clinton thing to do, to kind of just say stuff without evidence or proper claims or anything. But yeah, that's the scoop on everything. Kind of surprised I did this in one take, but maybe I'm getting better at this YouTube thing. But yeah, that's it from me. I'm Detective Lewis. If you're watching this in a day, I hope you have a good day. And if you're watching this at night, I hope you have a good night. It'll be interesting to see what happens going forward. And yeah, this election race has gotten a whole lot more interesting, and may go down as one of the most interesting races we've seen in a long while. Who knows? Maybe it'll even top the 2016 one. But yeah, that is it for me. I've been Detective Lewis, and I'll see y'all later. Peace. Also, let's hope some polls come out. Please. I'm dying for some post-debate polls. All right, see ya.